What is happening, everybody? True Evil here. In today's Where Winds Meet video, we're going to be talking about Arena 1v1 and more specifically just like how it's going to work out in the early stages of the game. We're all sort of plateaued at level 40 for a little bit, so it's really nice to just learn this ground level of Arena PvP if you want to start doing that. So without further ado, we're going to first talk about the most common setups you're going to be seeing, the best mystic arts to have at the very beginning when we don't have like the entire pool available, and then I'm going to be showing examples of all of the different ways to play with some gameplay. So without further ado, let's get in on it. The first thing we're going to talk about in this video is the support weapons and the most common builds that you're going to be seeing for 1v1, and that is going to be Nameless Spear plus Sword or Rope Darts plus Dual Blades. And for each one, what you need to know is that the Qs on the support weapons are going to be really powerful debuffs, crowd control weapons. For the Nameless Spear, it's this nice stun, and if you are the Nameless Spear user, your job is to get into a position where you can land this attack, and if you are against the Nameless Spear, you're trying to make them do that attack, because once you do it, you have a nice 11-second window of really punishing them for missing that attack. So that's going to be a really huge thing, and when you land it, you can switch over to your main DPS weapon and just absolutely DPS them out the wazoo. So that is definitely something to consider. And then the rope dart is pretty similar, where you just want to land that Q. So in both terms, you're really just trying to land the Q and switch to your main DPS and go to town. That's basically it's going to be for the main meta weapons. Now let's go over to the mystical arts and talk about those. The mystic skills are going to be really important in 1v1, and I'm going to be breaking down the three most common you're going to be seeing at the beginning of the game while people are still exploring and trying to unlock all the different skills. So you're probably not going to see like big meta skills like Talent Strike, Dragon's Breath, and Drunken Poet for the first couple of days, but what you will be seeing is these two main ones, which is going to be Cloud Steps, and this is just used as a gap closer, which is really nice because if someone misses their Q on their support weapon like the Nameless Spear stun, they're going to be trying to get some distance from you and buy some time for the cooldown, and you really want to just get that gap close and punish them. So that's why this is really strong, as well as Serene Breeze is amazing because it is going to make it so you can get out of some nasty DPS combos. The biggest one you're going to be seeing that you need to get out of is the dual blades. If they hit you with the rope dart and then switch over and start going to town on you, you really want to do this so you can just get out of it, because it feels like a perma stun lock as they're destroying you, and you really need to have this. This has a 40-second cooldown, so you're only going to be able to do it a couple of times in the match, so you really need to make it count and just use this if you're really cooked. And then I have been using this attack a little bit, the Meridian Touch, which is really nice if they run away. You hit them with this pretty nice, and then you start running over. So it's not a gap closer, but it does hit them in just like a little tiny bit of a delay, so it gives you a nice chance to start rushing over to attack, and gives you a little bit more space for when you do Cloud Steps. So all three of these are really strong and definitely worth using for PvP. Now let's go over to some matches and just see how it is. I ended today was the first day I did 1v1, just because it has that 6-hour window, and I am currently pretty sick and jet lagged, so I only got to play a couple of hours today, but I do have an 80% win rate. And now we're going to be showing examples of the mystic skills and just like how the stuns are going to work with the support weapons. let's get over. Now, for the gameplay footage, how I'm going to be breaking it down is showing a couple of fights, and I'm going to be putting timestamps down when I use a mystic skill in a correct way, so you can see a good example of how to use it in a fight, as well as the Nameless Spear stun. So I think that's going to be really, really important. So I'm not going to talk your ear off and just let you watch the gameplay footage. And I also just want to say, if you want to see more Where Winds Meet content from me, please smash that subscribe button to let me know if you're interested in that. So enjoy the gameplay.